Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. Very big thank you to each and every one of you for your continued support. There's a house I'd requested you to help me build in Nyamache for the homeless man whose wife died in 2012 and left him with young kids. I want to thank God. The house, we fully built the house. And today we delivered furniture, mattresses, and blankets to the man. We delivered doors, windows, we delivered tables, we delivered beds, we delivered the cushions, we delivered chairs. And I hope today he is sleeping in that house because we left because of other duties. We left a fundi to finish fixing the doors and the windows. I want to thank each and every person who participated in making this mzee happy with these children. I have nothing to pay you. May God bless you. Next time when I bring a case, let us come together and build a community. Now, some of the CSS who were fired from William Ruto's government, it looks like they are being frustrated. Reality is now hitting them very hard. They are coming back to their senses that they are no longer in government. They can no longer access State House. They can no longer make direct calls to William Ruto. They can't make direct calls to Rigathi Gachagua. They have no access to government vehicles. They have no access to government luxury. They have no access to executive offices. They are home. And reality has begun to hit them hard. Some of the CSS, we all know, some of them supported William Ruto during the campaigns, and they were willing to die as long as they support William Ruto. And they expected after the campaigns, we are going to be rewarded. And of course, they were rewarded with positions. Now that they have worked for less than 2 years, they have been fired. What next? How will they communicate to William Ruto for campaigns of maybe if William... I'm very choosy. I'm very careful with my words. I'm saying, maybe, what if William Ruto will survive? I'm very choosy. I'm not saying he will, but I'm saying, if I mean, what if, okay, we are pushing him to resign, but what if a miracle happens? The CSS are now sponsoring maandamano to send a message to William Ruto, because it seems Ruto no longer picks their calls. Because if Ruto were to pick their calls, then I think they could be making direct calls and telling him. But from my assessment, because analysis is using the available information to try and predict the possible future and maybe what is happening around your environment. Now, I watched a video from Kericho whereby border riders were protesting in numbers and police blocked them from accessing Eldoret CBD. So the Eldoret border riders, from the look of things, you see paid people because they were in new green reflector jackets, meaning maybe they were sponsored. And when I listened to them, the message was one, that Kipchumba Murkomen stood with William Ruto during the campaigns, and so William Ruto should reappoint him to his cabinet should it survive the Gen Z's wrath. Can we listen to what they were saying in Eldoret?
Tunaunga mkono rais wetu William Samoei Ruto kusema ya kwamba wale wafadhili wa Ford Foundation, wale wanataka kulete vita nchi ya Kenya kwa kufadhili watoto wetu. Tunasema moja, tunaunga rais, tunakataa. Nikisema tunakataa, tuseme tunakataa. Wale Ford Foundation tunakataa. Na kama hawataki kwenda Kenya, warudi kwa Marekani, watuache na amani. Sisi tumekuja hapa kusimama na rais na tumekubaliana kwamba Ford Foundation mambo ni mawili. Waishi na sisi ama warudi kwao na pesa yao. Ya pili, tunataka kusema kwamba rais, asante sana kwa kusikiza vijana wetu wa Gen Z na ukavunja serikali, na tunaendelea kukuombea. Lakini sisi kama watu wa Rift Valley, watu wa bonde la Ufa, tuko na ombi moja rais, ya kwamba kuna wale watoto walisimama na wewe wakati ukiomba kura, wakati ulikuwa unateswa, wakati ulikuwa unafinywa na ile serikali nyingine. Na hao watoto uliwapea kazi. Na tunajua vizuri sana kuna mtoto wetu kusoma sehemu hii anaitwa Kakasungura Murkomen. Na alikuwa amepanga kazi na alikuwa hajaanza kazi. Sisi wote tunajua kwamba pesa ya barabara ilikuwa haijatolewa. Na kwa sababu alikuwa amepanga kazi vizuri, tunataka arudishwe kwa kazi ili amalize kazi yake na nyumbani furaha.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you try to analyze those demos, one, I can confirm as an analyst, they were sponsored by Murkomen himself, because the message in those demos, they entirely focus on Kipchumba Murkomen. When you assess those demos, there's one thing that comes out clear. Murkomen supported William Ruto and even resigned as a senator. You know, he had been elected, so he resigned to join the cabinet. When he resigned to join the cabinet, he had hopes that he would recover as a CS the time he shall have lost in the position of the Senate. But that did not materialize. So, Murkomen is frustrated. I supported Ruto. I sacrificed. I resigned. I used my resources. I supported him. Why? And now, he's using border riders to tell Ruto that, listen, Kipchumba Murkomen supported you during the campaigns. Please, should you survive the wrath from Gen Zs, reappoint him. Point number 3. What is coming out from those protesters is, wanasema, they are not telling us about the developmental record of Kipchumba Murkomen. They are not telling us maybe Kipchumba assisted us to have new roads and blah, blah, blah. The only reason they have is he supported Ruto during the campaigns. That is the only reason. Beyond that, they have no reason why Kipchumba Murkomen should be reinstated. Listen, Kenyans. There is stupidity that we want to erase from this country. And I spoke this in my past video. That time is over to argue that huyo ni mtu wetu, we are being targeted as the people of Rift Valley. Umesikia vile amesema at sisi watu wa Rift Valley, sisi watu wa Rift Valley, we only have Kipchumba Murkomen. He supported you during the campaigns and please reappoint him. Listen, Kenyans, it's not about tribe. It's not about is the only one you have. We are dealing with competence. We are dealing with a delicate Kenya that needs development. So when you argue that so and so supported Ruto during campaigns and so should be appointed to recover the money that they used during campaigns, is promoting corruption in broad daylight. The theft we are fighting, the corruption we are fighting, you people are fighting to bring it back. We shall, we will, and we won't accept such nonsense. Gen Zs are tribeless. They don't know whether you supported Ruto or not. They don't want to know whether you used your money during the campaigns or not. They don't want to know whether you sacrificed your seat for Ruto or not. They don't want to know. All they want is one thing: competence, production, and development. Beyond that, there can never be any negotiation within and outside the territories of the Republic of Kenya. Forget. It is forward ever, backward never. God bless you as we push for electoral justice. Thank you. God bless you.